Whew, cold in here. I just had to turn the heat up. This video is just for speculation purposes because I have no fear. People need to be able to do what they want to do. People need to be able to move freely about the world. This is a mercurial promise to people. And so I got my passport, and I find it interesting within the passport. There's a lot of really good symbolism about the freedom of people and the promise that we are made to be free. Like, we need to be able to be free. So, I got this, and I thought I would take a look at it. In the beginning of the book, actually, let's go to the end. Isn't this interesting? It's the Earth with a satellite. It says the cause of freedom is not the cause of race or sect, a party, or a class. It's the cause of humankind, the very birthright of humanity. In the beginning, it's one of these pictures. And then in writing, it says, oh, I can't even read that. I can't even read that right now. But there's more about freedom. Government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. Abraham Lincoln, shall not perish from the earth. I've said that I don't think that God wanted this place to be a total loss, that there was something redeemable about the earth, that not all shall be lost, but there's something redeemable about the earth. So filling out this paperwork, and I get to the point where it's talking about convictions and other penalties. And I quickly said, no, I don't have any of these, because to my awareness, I don't have any of them. But there actually has been some weirdness where my biggest offense is not wearing a mask on the bus after the governor said no more mask mandates. And this person was extremely rude to me and told me to put this thing on my face. And he was like a tyrannical Nazi about it. So I took a stand and I was like, nah, sorry. Like, you're going to have to make a bad day for yourself. And then I got slapped with criminal trespassing was the loophole. I wasn't given due process. And then that became an automatic warrant for my arrest, which I was not aware of for like a year and a half. So I got a lawyer, and then we dealt with it, and they said they would drop all the penalties if I just did anger management, which is funny to me because my initial response was like, I'm scared. What if I fail anger management? Because I don't have anger. I don't possess anger. But it's just a course that you had to take online, and it was like 4 hours. It wasn't really bad. Um, it wasn't like a pass or fail. It wasn't like it was no problem. After that, I hired my lawyer to expunge my record, and something weird happened where I wasn't allowed to get my record from the DPS, the people that were doing fingerprinting, and they kept making it seem like it was some kind of like my problem, but I did it 4 times. And then finally I said, you know what? Like, these people won't give me my record. They will not give me my record. So I'm just going to like let it be. And I asked for a refund because it's just a misdemeanor. It's not a big deal. And I couldn't get the record. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, they won't give it to me. So, like, what is in the record? What is in there? What does it say? What does it say about me? What is in my FBI file? What does it say about me in my FBI file? Um, this is all just speculation. It could just be nothing. It could all just be like some grand coincidence, but something weird happened where my lawyer like disappeared. Like, he just kind of like never followed up. I keep like a few times politely asking to follow up, and he just like disappeared. It was weird. The dude like added me on Facebook and like loved bombed me and was like, I'm your advocate. And then he just like disappeared because I was like, they're not letting me get my record. So can you figure out why they won't let me get my record? And he just like ghosted. I'm like, what is in there? if anything, or if this is all just a coincidence. And then now I'm trying to get a visa, and it's like, are you considered like a terrorist? Like, I don't know. Maybe the FBI considered me a terrorist at one point because I went after child trafficking. But they always make statements and documents that make you look like the bad guy. Initially, I never saw the original statement, and then when my lawyer showed me the original statement, it was obvious that these people were embellishing in a very big way. Like, it was a huge lie right off the rip. And he said, "Yeah, the cops do this from time to time for whatever reason. They just do it. If you're standing up for some human right, they want to make you look like a crazy person. They want to say that you acted crazy, which I did not at all. I was just kind of like, okay, all right. It's all on video." That I videotaped the whole thing. And they get so angry that they make a statement saying you were crazy, but they can't because I have it on video. I have it saved. I was not acting crazy. I didn't do anything. I just sat there and just like whatever. Um, I don't know what the FBI file says about me, so I'm filling out. It's so funny, God's will is so funny. I'm filling all this stuff out, and I'm just like, yeah, I don't think like anything. Like, I think no. Like, I don't have any of these criminal convictions. But then when I went to process my visa, it came up my bank had flagged it as fraud. So I get the flag as fraud, and then I think to myself, wait a second, there might actually be something on my record that I'm not aware of. So if I just say no, then it's going to look like I'm a liar because I actually don't know. And that's not one of the options. The options are yes or no. And I have to go back and edit it because I'm pretty sure that this is still on my record. So funny how God's will be done. If I just submitted this without like saying, yeah, I think this is on my record, then they would probably consider me a liar and then not allow it. So God's will be done. Bank flags it as fraud. And then I got an opportunity because I hear in the Holy Spirit, it's because you do have something on your record. I am just not aware of what that is. Because I paid a lawyer $1,000 to figure out what the hell is on there, and the dude freaking ghosted me. So it's also funny, the whole process is also funny because I was just going to go to Cornwall on a passport. That's only 90 days. And the greatest cost of traveling is everything I leave behind. It's rent here and it's rent at the salon. And so my first reaction was like, okay, I can mitigate all that. But like, what if shit hits the fan in America and I don't want to come back because shit hits the fan in America while I'm over in Cornwall? I would rather have a visa, Holy Spirit guided. Holy Spirit said, get a visa. Now I'm going through the visa process, and there's all these questions about, are you a domestic terrorist? Am I flagged as a domestic terrorist in the FBI system? I don't know. It's a possibility. I'm not aware of that. Also, I do believe that there are people and factions out there who consider me and James Casbolt to be one of the greatest threats to national security. That's insane, but that is probably and potentially the way it is. So I'm going to continue on as if that's not the case because God's will be done. People need to be able to move freely about the world, regardless of their opinions, of what they think is going on. Like, we're just people, we just want to live an ordinary life. Like, we don't want to do anything crazy. We just want to live an ordinary life. But what is in these databases, they've got one on James Casbolt. It's connected to me. It's got to be. I hope not. Probably is. And then here I am trying to get a passport to go over there. They're like, these people are the greatest threat, but we haven't done anything. It's so insane. It's so insane. But I'm going to continue on as if it's nothing because God's will be done, and we need to be able to move freely about the world. We need to be able to do what we want to do. So this is very interesting. What kind of strings will be pulled, if anything? If anything, can't be anything, can't be anything, because it's outside the jurisdiction of God. And these people try to operate above God and say what they want to say, what they think they want to say, what they think they want to do. I don't know. I'm so blind to an enemy. Like I'm so blind to an enemy. I'm like I don't perceive enemies because I know my God. Through Jesus Christ, I know my God. But it's just so funny. I'll keep you posted. That's that. You're the right kind of people. Love y'all so much. Have a great night. Talk to you again really soon.